Absolutely not.
No, not at all in any way, shape, or form, truthfully.
Watching those videos, I don't even know what to feel. It's upsetting, clearly, but I don't know that I feel sadness. It's understandable that watching these things and knowing that people are not being held accountable for the lives that they have taken away from families, spouses, mothers, sisters, cousins, children. It just doesn't make sense.
My mom texted me saying, don't be afraid to just don't say anything. And that really hurts considering, I guess my mom's white. So the fact that she's scared for my own life, just being pulled over or talking to a cop, it really puts, I don't know, just puts me in a place where it's like, sometimes I feel like there's no hope.
For some reason, police officers are not held accountable the same way that I would be. And that just doesn't make sense at all. Because if anything, they should be held accountable times 10 because they are trained to protect and serve. So drawing a firearm should be the worst case scenario. It should be the last resort after truly assessing that their own life was in danger.
At last resort will be to use their gun.
Force can be used without that force being deadly.
There has to be a way to better take down someone rather than knocking off like all their oxygen.
I definitely think in all instances where deadly force is needed, quote unquote, I think the purpose of drawing a firearm should be to immobilize the threat.
They shoot to kill, they don't shoot to immobilize the person.
Watching those two videos, the first thing that came to mind watching the Eric Gardner video is my uncle.
The man was screaming to them, "I can't breathe."
I have a brother and a nephew who can go out in the street and knowing that they can be perceived as threatening by just existing.
Obviously, I am like scared of it.
I definitely think it all starts with the training.
They were showing a video of how law enforcement in other countries are trained and then how law enforcement in our country is trained, and I feel as though the other countries have it pegged to a T, I would say.
Changing, tweaking, training to account for these, now hostile interactions will definitely help. I mean, definitely understanding the communities that they serve is a good way to do that, as well as, just kind of acknowledging that there are police officers out there that use poor judgment, and there are police officers that have bad intentions, and there are police officers that don't live up to all of the training that they get, and there are police officers who get scared easily because everybody's human, and it's natural for someone to react irrationally. But I think acknowledging that these things are happening by other police officers is a good way to start as well. But at the same time, you can't defend irrational behavior. You have to acknowledge that it's happening in the first place in order to then say, this is one police officer, or this is one instance where a police officer acted irrationally, as opposed to defending all of the police officers who don't deserve that defense.
And then just try to, have some events where it's like the local police helps everyone, I guess, just goes out to these areas, goes out to just places and makes sure that people realize not all cops are bad cops that, it's people making poor decisions at those times who just happen to have a cop badge.